So, and I've been seeing the situation bubble up for the longest. I've been faintly paying attention, and people were trying to find out who to blame on this, but the cops seem like they have someone finding to blame for this mother's 2 children dying in a car. Now, she was allegedly homeless, and she said that initially thought that the 2 children died from freezing to death in Detroit, and it's a family of 5. She said she was trying to get help from the city, couldn't get any help. Also reached out to the baby father, couldn't get any help from him as far as getting him to just take the kids from her. She didn't say why. He says she didn't say why to take the kids, but nevertheless, he said he was too busy with work. He wouldn't be able to travel to pick them up. So I'm sorry, I can't get them. People killed him for that. That was that right there. Now, in this situation, after people was trying to, give her help, she eventually received an apartment from the city after the aftermath of the situation. But as of last week, I believe is when they found out that the cause of death for these 2 children was because of carbon monoxide toxicity. That's the reason why they died, and not because of being frozen to death. Okay, so that led people wondering, like, what the hell going on? I even seen some people say that they from Detroit. They said that they from Detroit. Where she was parked was a casino. They saying that they believe that she was inside a casino or some shit and trying to go ahead and get warm, but left the children in the car while she was trying to get warm because they understand the layout of the casino. That's some theories that I've heard. I don't know if that's true. I'm just trying to figure out how all that led to her being in this position where the Detroit police have submitted a warrant to arrest her after 2 kids died while sleeping in the van. All right, let's try to walk towards that together. This was something from the original reports.
A grieving mother trying to cope with a heartbreaking family tragedy is speaking out tonight to 7 News Detroit. She had been living in a van parked at the Hollywood Casino parking garage with her 4 children when the unthinkable happened. 2 of them died from what appears to be hypothermia. 7 News Detroit reporter Brett Cass telling us the mom says she tried to get help for her homeless family, but no one answered the call until it was too late.
I lost the one who made me a mother. I lost a 2-year-old. I'm dying inside. It hurt. I feel like my heart is breaking. And I have 2 more kids to live for.
It's been a long journey for Tatiana Williams with an even tougher battle ahead. She spent the last 3 months living in a van with her children.
And I regret having to sleep out there so bad. I tell them I'm sorry, but I tried. I tried to keep hotels. I tried to pay people to stay there. It wasn't working for me.
1 a.m. on Monday morning, they parked at the Hollywood Greektown Casino parking garage in below freezing temps. Overnight, the car ran out of gas, and the next day, her 9-year-old son was not breathing.
I tried to give him CPR, and I was just giving him CPR. I just kept saying, Fetty, don't leave me. Don't leave me.
So the initial reports that the car ran out of gas, but then they ended up dying from carbon monoxide.
Please.
After a friend helped take him to the hospital, her 2-year-old daughter was also found unresponsive. Both were later pronounced dead from what appears to be hypothermia.
She didn't even get to live her life. She didn't get to do nothing. She lost her life because I had to sleep in the car.
In a press conference, the mayor and city leaders confirmed that Tatiana did call the city's homeless response team back in November, but nothing ever came of it.
At least as far as we've been able to determine so far, the family never called back again for service. And as far as we've been able to tell, our homeless staff never proactively reached out to say, what happened with your situation? Was it resolved?
Mayor Duggan is now calling for...
Says not something that they have to fix. They have to resolve that. They got to follow up better. Stop being lazy.
...for a review of the city's homeless services, while Tatiana is now in a shelter and her kids are with relatives.
It took my 2 kids to die for y'all to help me. It just don't work like that. It hurt losing 2 kids in one night. You know, I don't wish this on nobody. And if you can get help, please go get help. Because I don't want nobody else to go through what I'm feeling.
And the new McFall Brothers Funeral Home here in Detroit is providing funeral services for these children free of charge to the family. Now, if you are homeless or on the verge of homelessness, you can call 866-313-2520. We also have more resources listed on our website, wxyz.com.
She tried somewhat for sure if she reached out, and they got record of her reaching out. Ma'am.
My cousin made a mistake, and look at how the world is judging her.
The cousin of the mother who took her 5 children and their grandmother to the 9th parking lot level of the Hollywood Casino early Monday morning. And when the gas ran out of their car, so did the heat. And 2
So you're saying 5 children now?
of her kids,
She said 4 children.
a 9-year-old boy and a 2-year-old girl, froze to death.
She asked for help. She asked the right people. She was scared of what the world would think of her, so she did privately the right thing. She asked the city, and what they do, they told her they couldn't help her.
And the mayor acknowledged that because of this incident, he is asking the deputy mayor, as well as the housing director, to review this situation and then come back with policies to help those who need housing.
If during the day you are in danger of homelessness, you call the hotline. It's spelled in well-publicized 866-313-2520. But if it's after 6 o'clock at night and an incident's happened, you've been pushed out of the house, you're in an emergency situation, go to your police precinct.
All right, here go the father speaking on the situation.
Right now, we're going to turn to our other big story of the night. A father speaking to us tonight after learning 2 of his kids died from exposure to the cold in a casino parking lot.
Yesterday, 7 News Detroit reporter Darren Cunningham spoke to the mother of those 2 kids about the tragic situation.
Yesterday, I woke them up to wake them up from school. My son wasn't moving. And I kept saying, Freddie, please get up. Please.
Well, tonight, Darren is getting the father's side of this story, hearing about the moment he learned 2 of his children had passed away.
Darnell Curry Sr. wiped away tears while talking with me about his children, Darnell Jr. and Amelia, and the distressing phone call he says he took from their mother, Tatiana Williams.
And he was with her for a while, to have the oldest and the 2-year-old. He was with her for a while.
On Monday.
I went to the gym. As soon as I got on the treadmill, she called saying, can I make it to the hospital right now? They got him. I was hoping it was a sick joke, but it wasn't.
According to Detroit police, 9-year-old Darnell Jr. and 2-year-old Amelia died while sleeping in a vehicle at the Hollywood Casino at Greektown parking garage. Investigators say the cause appears to be hypothermia, a tragedy stemming from homelessness.
I tried. I asked for help. I asked everybody, even people out of state. But I tried. I tried to keep hotels. I tried to pay people to stay there. It wasn't working for me. You know, people just didn't like too many kids at their house.
I spoke with the children's mother Tuesday evening. She told me she's been living in her vehicle for 3 months, along with her 4 kids, her mother, and 2 teenage siblings. She says she reached out to Curry, who's the father of 3 of her children.
I asked him, I said, can you get your kids for me? I said, I need help. You know I'm homeless. I done kept a room this long. I couldn't keep it no more.
They were homeless. Had Tatiana ever reached out asking to?
No, she did not. All she said was, can I get them? Can I get them just to get them? And can I get them because y'all homeless? That's 2 different things.
She said she had been homeless for 3 months.
Say, that's what I saw, about 3 months, but she ain't never said nothing to me. Nothing. So all them other sob stories, they can cut all that. No, she did not.
Curry, who lives in Novi, says Williams never specified why she wanted.
They both pissed off at each other. I ain't got nothing to say, bro. I ain't got nothing to say about that.
To drop their kids off to him.
She just asked, can I get them for a couple of days? But I told her I'm working and all that, and I'm out here. We're not close to each other, so I couldn't. But she knows all my family is right around the corner from her.
Did she reach out to any of your family?
No, she did not. And she knows she could have, like we always used to do.
He says the last time he held his children was a month or 2 ago, and that they typically FaceTime, moments he will miss.
And there's a, police investigation into this. What is it you would like to see come of this? Obviously, nothing's going to bring back your 9-year-old and your 2-year-old.
Don't even matter to me. Can't get them back, so it's whatever.
Darren Cunningham, 7 News Detroit.
Damn.
No, you cannot get them back. Our heart aches for this family. I mean, there's so many people reaching out, trying to help. And you know, I would just say, I mean, to anybody in our community, if your children are cold and go inside somewhere, beg for help if you can, so nothing like this ever happens again.
All right, so as you know, they're obviously pointing blame, and for social media I've seen was pointing blame and things of that sort. The police, they're saying they know who to blame as far as what happened that night, and it's sad that they are trying to put things on the mother. I don't know what they may have evidence of to make them feel this way, but let's see if we see anything about that before we sign out this video. All right, so this report says no charges suspected. Let's see this.
Before news starts now with a breaking news alert.
Tonight, we're finding out what's next in the investigation into the tragic deaths of 2 children in a parking garage of Detroit's Greektown Casino. Detroit Police Chief Todd Bettison announced the department has wrapped up its investigation and sent the findings to the prosecutor's office.
Yeah, now it's up to that office to decide if any charges will be filed. Here's what we know so far. Back in February, 5 children were sleeping in a van with their mom in the Hollywood Casino parking garage. When they woke up, the mom found that 2 of her children weren't breathing. The children were rushed to the hospital where they were pronounced dead. Last week, the Wayne County Medical Examiner's Office determined the 2-year-old and the 9-year-old died from carbon monoxide poisoning. And finally today, the warrant request was submitted.
DPD Chief Todd Bettison making it very clear in a statement, this move doesn't necessarily mean there will be charges in the case. Bettison telling us in a statement, quote, DPD has not requested charges to be filed against any family member of the children. As we do with every case, we have simply turned over our investigative file to the prosecutor's office for its review and determination. Any charging decisions will be made solely by the prosecutor's office, end quote.
Now, the chief adds every investigative file sent to the prosecutor's office from any police agency is listed under the generic name of warrant request. Now, that's a common procedure, he says. As we wait to learn more, you can see all of our reports on this case over on clickondetroit.com or just scan the QR code on the bottom of your screen.
All right, so that's the truth of the matter right there. So this title is inaccurate, all right? This title is inaccurate. That's why you got to find information on your own. So anything that I was saying before, disregard that because they don't know if she's going to be charged. This title is inaccurate. All right. Hey, that's why y'all got to go through everything. You feel me? We went through this whole situation. I'm sorry, but hey, that's why I kept prying. You guys just seen me pry to get information, and that was that. We don't know who's going to be charged or if anyone will be charged. They say they did the investigation and turned over the information to the DA. If the DA sees something and wants to charge anyone, that's on the DA. But I don't think that the DA is going to try to put her through more and take her away from those other children that she has. And I don't think it's going to lead to that point. So, hey, be careful when y'all read these blog shit. Y'all seen I got fooled my damn self when it comes to that. All right, so that's that. Y'all got to let me know what y'all got to say in the comment section below. Sad situation. These people have enough to worry about. I'm not gonna join in regards to saying who's right or who's wrong. They got enough to worry about, man. Rest in peace to those children. And when y'all in, y'all gotta have that conversation if y'all want to in the comment section below. I'm going to get up out of here though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.